Hey guys, this is Riley. So I'm trying to film like a vlog, which is something I've never done before, but hopefully it goes okay. Basically, today is December 8th. It's a Thursday. About to fly to Paris. I'm here at SFO, and yeah. So basically, I'm going to Europe for 3 weeks to do 3 different like training camps for table tennis. So I'll be going to France, Denmark, and the Netherlands, like about 1 week in each. And yeah, I'm just going to try to film as much as possible, document the progress. Hopefully, we'll see some progression throughout the video. But yeah, I'll just try to give my thoughts during the trip, and hopefully everything goes okay. I guess, yeah, so here I'm at SFO, and actually my first stop is a place where I plan to learn like a better backhand, very quick, and maybe like how to chow better. So the place is called Tomokazu, like Harimoto, but I'm just kidding. It is probably, it's actually where I'm getting some sushi. So, okay, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, long time no see. I think it's my first time talking to the camera or phone, I guess, and since my last or since my first flight, which is the first time I filmed. Yeah, so it's been a long day, or I've done a few things. I was walking in Paris yesterday, as you saw, and today was also like a long day. I had like a 6-hour bus ride from Paris to it's a city called Lorient or Lorient. I'm probably saying it wrong, so sorry in advance if the pronunciation is a little off. But yeah, that was like a 6-hour bus ride. So I arrived maybe around like 3:30 in the afternoon, and then I got picked up by someone who brought me to the hotel in HENNEBONT, which I'm also probably saying that wrong, but yeah. So basically, the hotel itself is about 5 minutes away from the camp, which is at this like really big table tennis center. And yeah, you'll probably see footage in like the next clip, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so today's like Sunday. It's already, oh man, it's already 11:20 p.m. Probably should sleep soon. But yeah, so tomorrow will be the first day of actual official training. I think it starts around 9:15 in the morning. I think it's around 2.5 or maybe even 3 hours in the morning. And then you get lunch, which is included. And then there's like a 4 or 5 hour break, and then another like 2-hour session in the evening. And then also dinner is also included. And also I think breakfast should be at the hotel like every morning as well, which is like, yeah, part of it. Yeah, so I think that's like basically the schedule for every single day. This is like a Monday to Friday type thing. Yeah, so I guess we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, I'll try to film as much as possible and just document it. Otherwise, I guess I can quickly show like my hotel room in case you're interested, but otherwise I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's like a pretty big bed. I mean, this is basically the whole room itself. Yeah, the view, you can't really see anything because it's already too dark. But there's basically a bathroom over here as well. I mean, yeah, it basically has everything you need. Nothing really wrong with it, so it's pretty good. Yeah, otherwise, I think that's it. I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow morning. Hey guys, so it's a Tuesday afternoon. We just finished day 2 of training. Today I finished a bit early because like still the same amount of training, but it's just finished earlier. Because there's like a league match for like the French Pro A League between the home team, which is HENNEBONT, versus like the other team, which I just can't say the name right, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I think overall it's been pretty good. There's about, I think, 5 people total doing this camp, with about 2 coaches. Yeah, so the mornings have been like with the robot mostly, and then like some surf training as well. And the afternoons are more like sort of traditional, like you partner up with someone or like rotate, of course, but like just do a bunch of drills in that sense. But the coaches, they're always helping correct your technique or just giving advice. So it's been good. Um, yeah, I think I am feeling a bit tired, even though it's only day 2. But like, yeah, it's pretty good still. Definitely, am very motivated and not like tired to the point where I can't continue. But we'll see how the week progresses, I guess. So.
The second one was better. The second one, you will play here.
Yeah, that's probably the last time I can say that because tomorrow I'm gonna be leaving France. But anyway, yeah. So I basically just finished my first week of full training, which was in HENNEBONT in France, and yeah, I'm just gonna try to summarize my thoughts, I guess. Um, yeah, I think it's basically as I expected, or it's sort of what the site says it is, which is good, obviously. It's I think, yeah, it's like 5 hours of training a day, roughly. I think it's 3 in the morning. You get lunch, and then maybe 2 hours 15 minutes or something like in the evening, and then you get dinner. And yeah, I think I mentioned previously, like the time of the afternoon session. Sometimes you get a few hours break, and then don't start until like 4:45, like after lunch. Other days, it depends if there's other things going on. For example, like the Pro A League match, which was also really good. The home team, HENNEBONT, did win in the end. And you get to like actually meet and greet the players because you get like a VIP pass. So it was really cool to talk to some of them and get some pictures. Uh, yeah, so let's see what happened. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that I learned, of course. Like, it's probably too much to summarize all right now. But I think, the coaches were very knowledgeable, and I think all their tips, I tried to like write as much of it down as I could, or like, take some videos. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned last time, but like in the afternoon session, this also not always, but almost all the time, like would align with like the training session of, I think it's called like the academy, which is basically a group of maybe 20 to 30 kids who are, I think they're like 13 to 18 years old, and they train. I don't know if it's every day, but quite often for sure, because a lot of them are like really really good, and sometimes the sessions align basically, and like they might pair you up with a few of the kids as well, and you get to sort of train with them, which is like a really cool thing. Um, yeah. Uh, let's see. Besides that, yeah. I mean, I think I mentioned I was feeling a bit tired after like the second day, but I think maybe I just got used to it. Just got conditioned. I mean, because I'm doing this every day, I guess. And in the end, I mean, of course, like sweating a lot and everything, but I think I've mentioned previously, like I'm not so tired that I can't like continue. It's just like a really good tired, and you know, like if you're working hard, like you're bound to feel tired. So I guess it's a good feeling. Um, but yeah, it was exhausting, of course, and now it's the end of the week. It's Friday. Tomorrow I'm going back to Paris, um, and then after that I'll be flying to Copenhagen, and then taking another plane, I think, to it's a city at the very north of Denmark, which is called Aalborg, and then from Aalborg I'm going to another one called, like 20 or 30 minutes, I believe, to Hirtshals. I might be saying that wrong. But that's where the next club, which is called B75, is. And this one, it's another training camp. But I think this one should be more individualized, because it's something that I sort of like asked them if they could do. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll talk more about that one, after I go there. Otherwise, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
What happens is you start there, right, and if these are played to where you want it.
Hey guys, yeah, it's Wednesday. It's December 21st, middle of the week. Yeah, again, I'm here in Denmark at a club called B75. The 75 is, I think, because they've been around since 1975. But basically, it's a pretty big club. I mean, I think there's 10 tables, but I think there probably can be more that can fit. But it's like a really nice facility, which you'll see like in some clip, I think. But like it's attached to like this whole sports center thing, and also like my room where I'm staying is also like less than 1 minute away, basically, from the actual club. Like I don't have to go outside or anything, which is great because it's pretty cold outside. But yeah, this place has been really good so far. Yeah, like really enjoying it, honestly, because a lot of the training, like practically all of it actually, is mostly with like one coach. and this coach has been very like knowledgeable, insightful, and like he basically has a lot of wisdom to share, I think. And he basically has like, you know, developed a pretty personalized sort of plan for me. Um, Basically, you know, he saw how I play, how I have been playing, and has, you know, he came up with like a bunch of drills and exercises that will suit my style of play and, you know, fix my bad habits, improve some things. Yeah, basically, there's a lot that I could say about this, but I don't want to keep, you know, make the video too long or anything. But basically, it's been really good. Uh, Usually, or not usually, just like typically, yeah, or in general, it's 2 hours in the morning, and these are mostly like drills where, you know, there's some warm up, of course, and then basically, I mean, he's mostly blocking and stuff, and I'm doing like these like, you know, footwork drills or just like continuous like loop type things or topspin, mostly things like that. And then in the evening, we do another 2 hours, but this is largely like multi-ball exercises, which actually I'm finding to be really, really fun. I mean, I've done it in the past, but never, you know, in a 2 hour duration. And honestly, it's like really, really fun, very rewarding, very tiring, of course, but I think I'm like learning a lot and also improving in general. So yeah, I'll probably have shown some clips before or after this section. I don't know, like the order of things, but again, yeah, there's like a lot to say, I think, about this place. Like all just positive things for sure. But yeah, again, I don't want to make the video too long or anything. So yeah, it's been really good. So yeah, see you later. Hey guys, so it's Friday, 23rd. It's like 11 p.m. Probably should sleep soon. But yeah, today was like the last day of my camp here in Denmark. Actually, camp isn't even like the right word, I would say, because this is more of like a personalized training sort of, because that's like originally what I emailed the club to see if like they would offer something like this.
But yeah, it's been super great. Like, I mean, yeah. Let's see. So like, yeah, it was 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. Like this is Monday through Friday again, and all of that has been like with one coach, which I think is really valuable because the coach gets to see how you play, gets familiar with like your I guess bad habits and these sort of things, but they also see how you progress, right? And my coach specifically, he was able to come up with like a very personalized like plan. Um, and it was also like very comprehensive, I would say, and it's also things I want to focus on. Um, but when I say comprehensive, I mean like we covered like a huge array of like topics, like all these different shots, flicks, loops, blocks, even like counter loops, um, and yeah, I think this coach has provided like so many insights that I never knew actually, and he's also been very encouraging and like positive in general. So like I almost can't ask for like a better coach basically. Um, but let's see. Yeah, I like I said, like he really gave a lot of good advice, which was a lot to absorb in just 5 days. A lot to take in, but I tried to take as many notes as possible. So hopefully I can look back and try to um, yeah, just try to continue to implement all the things that he mentioned, and hopefully uh, that will help as well. Um, but yeah, we did so much multi-ball, which I think I mentioned last time. Um, Very tiring, but I think it's more so fun than tiring. So, and I also think it helped me improve a good amount. So, yeah, was very it was very satisfying to finish the bucket basically. Let's see what else. Yeah, so I think overall this week it did fly by. A bit sad to leave because I think it was a really productive time here and everyone is really friendly and everything. Um, yeah, I know that actually this place they offer like a very famous summer camp. I think they get like almost like 100 people each year because they literally have a limit. The club is only so big. Um, but I think it's in July, and I think yeah, there's lots of coaches and lots of players, of course, from all around the world. So it sounds like something, yeah, which could be interesting to try, yeah, in the future, hopefully. Let's see, did I miss anything? Um, yeah, I mean, okay. Let's see. Yeah, the camp. I mean, sorry, not camp. The thing, the the training has finished here. So yeah, tomorrow morning I'll be going back to Copenhagen actually. I'll be there for 2 days, I guess during Christmas actually. Um, and then after that I'll fly to Amsterdam, to the Netherlands, and then uh, basically yeah, Tuesday to Friday will be my last camp, which will be I think the club name is called TTV Skydom. I might be saying it probably wrong, but again, yeah, sorry for the yeah, mispronunciation. But I think like the organizer of the camp, it's like it's called like TT for you, which actually I'm not sure if that's like the club name or whatever, but anyway, I'll probably have more details in like the next time I talk to the camera. So until then, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. guys. So it's December 28th. It's a Wednesday, and yeah, that means the camp is actually halfway done because it started on a Tuesday. It'll end Friday, and it actually is 2 weeks, but this is just the first week. But I have to, get back home basically, so I can't do like the second week. Um, yeah, this camp has been really good. There's lots of players. I think close to like 40, and there's actually like 6 coaches, which I think is a pretty good ratio that you get lots of, lots of tips and personal sort of advice from the coaches, of course. Yeah, a lot of the players are really, really good, and like some of them, not just the players, but also the coaches are like national team players. So it's really cool to be able to train and just like get advice from them because, they have lots of experience and are just like really good in general. So yeah, it's really, really cool to be able to do that. Yeah, so since we have so many players, we have to divide into 2 groups because I think there's maybe like 12 tables roughly. And basically, yeah, when one group is like training on tables, of course, the other group will do some like physical activity, maybe like with like the step ladder, do some footwork, or some like sort of game thing, or maybe I think there was one like discussion we had just regarding like the camp so far and like what other things like you want to like practice and things like that. Yeah, I think everything has been really good. There's even like a multi-ball corner actually, which I think I've also enjoyed that, similar to last week. Uh, yeah, so I can't believe, it's been flying by. Like, I mean, this trip is almost over technically. Um, but yeah, 2 more days of training, so we'll just see how that goes, and I'll talk to you after that.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon.
Hey guys, it's currently Saturday, December 31st. It's 9:29 p.m., so it's almost actually 2023, which is pretty exciting. Currently, I'm stuck here at the Amsterdam airport. It's a long story, but there was like some flight delays. So I actually won't get back home until tomorrow, January 1st. Originally it was going to be today though. But that's fine, I guess. I guess like, yeah, while I have the time, I'll just be talking to the camera to give my thoughts on this last camp, which was like the Christmas camp at TTV Skydom, which is organized by a company. It's like TT4U is like a company, and they organize like these winter Christmas camps as well as like a summer camp as well, which I think they also get like lots of like international players, and it's pretty famous as well. Yeah, I think one thing I forgot to mention is I was staying with a host family for this one, which is really cool. And the host, the player at least, his name is Gabrielis Camara. He's on the Dutch national team. He's one of their best players. So I definitely like can't thank him enough, or him and his family, like for their really like outstanding just hospitality, and it made me feel like very welcome there. Let's see. This camp had a really good like player to coach ratio. I think I listed the numbers last time, but I feel like I was constantly getting really good feedback and advice to improve my game, which is really cool. And not to mention like the players themselves, like there was a lot of them, definitely of all levels, but like a lot of them typically were really, really strong and really, really good. So they also were very kind to share like their experiences and just like help me out, which was great. But just, training at like a higher level with them was really fun and valuable for me, for sure. Yeah, this one, I think I mentioned last time, they had lots of like fun like activities throughout the day. Like it wasn't just table tennis. They had like some physical training things, like a mini pong tournament. They even had like a sort of actual tournament within the camp, and they also had this like teams thing where like you score maximum 2 points, and then like you switch, and like you go to 21 like per team, and that one was really, really intense and really fun. I think you'll probably have seen lots of cool points from that one by now. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. It was a really good camp. Like nothing much else I can say. I really enjoyed my time there. Yeah, I think once I get back home, I'll summarize my thoughts on all the camps, hopefully. I mean, I don't know if there's that much else to say, but I'll probably have some like conclusion basically to this video. Otherwise, yeah, happy early new year, and see you next time.
It's been hard, I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you.
Hey guys, so today is Monday, January 2nd, 2023. Yeah, so I just got back from the airport yesterday, so I've been home for less than 24 hours, and actually feeling a little tired still, because basically in Amsterdam at the airport, I had to stay there for over 24 hours and like stay awake like the entire time, so that's like a whole story, but anyway, not the point of this video. But yeah, basically I just want to summarize my overall thoughts on how this trip went and, how the 3 camps were. So yeah, I think all the camps were really, really good. They're all pretty similar, yet they're also, pretty different at the same time. They definitely, had tons of table tennis, all of them, which is what I'm looking for. The first one had fewer people. That's because, or mostly probably because it's like held every single week. Let's see, there's still a good amount of coaches, and you also do some robot training in the morning, and it's also cool that you get to practice like with the academy sometimes in the afternoon, as well as see like some of the pros train if it lines up with like a week where there's like a league match. In the second week, let's see, that was Denmark. Yeah, that one was also really good. And again, this one isn't really like a camp per se. It's more like a personal training thing, which is, it's basically something that I emailed them because I know they had a famous summer camp. So I asked them if they could just do this like, more private training just for this week, and luckily they were able to support that. So really lucky that I was able to do that one. And then the last one, the Christmas camp and in the Netherlands with TT4U, that one was it's sort of more like a traditional type camp because there's so many people, but still lots of coaches as well. And I think in all these places, both the players and coaches, they're all really passionate and really hardworking, which is great for me because I think it just motivates me to also like train harder and play to have fun, of course, but play to improve and hopefully get better throughout the whole thing. Let's see. As I mentioned before, I think all three of these camps actually, they have like separate like summer camps, which I'm definitely pretty keen to go to, but it's hard, of course, to like take time off of work and these things. But I would definitely recommend like all these places. I think they're super great, and I totally would go back to like any of them, not just in the summer, but like anytime if I'm free and able to, basically. I think back to the point of this video, something I mentioned in the beginning is like, did I improve throughout this whole trip? I think with a high degree of certainty, I can say I did. It was 3 weeks of training with multiple hours, not every day, but like, Monday to Friday, basically. So that's bound to lead to some improvement. I think a lot of my shots are, spinnier, more control, more power, and just overall, I think my consistency has improved a little. And then technique-wise, I learned a lot of different things from different coaches, and some of the strokes I think are more like, efficient, or I don't know if ergonomic is the right word, but like, more efficient and more clean looking, which is good. And let's see. I mean, like I said many times, there was a lot of things I learned, so it's a lot to absorb and apply like immediately. But hopefully I'll be able to keep practicing and keep improving, and just with all the things I learned, hopefully I don't just keep practicing them in terms of practice, but actually start applying them in actual games, because I always feel like these are two separate things, and applying the things that you learn in training to actual games is like a different story. But hopefully we'll see some improvement this year. Overall it was like definitely a trip of a lifetime, and I think I couldn't have asked for like a better trip, honestly. So hopefully I'll keep playing, keep practicing, and as they say, new year, new table tennis player. So I think that's it. See you next time.
To say I'm coming home.